Alrighty guys, welcome back to another one. In today's video, we're doing a breakdown on federal shorty shells, mini shells, whatever you want to call them. Most of us just call them mini shells. But this is 12 gauge, 1 3/4 inches, which is what makes it a short or a mini shell. 1200 FPS, 1 ounce rifled slug. Now for a mini shell, we do still have a 1 ounce slug in here. So you're not really losing a whole lot of payload when it comes to standard weight slugs or anything like that. We're just dropping velocity by 410 FPS as compared to their standard 1 ounce Foster slug. But these are geared more towards, I think, home defense, personal protection, stuff like that. Not really a hunting slug per se, but if these are accurate, which we will test, these can still be used for hunting. I don't see why not. Today's snooze and drink combo is Coca-Cola spiced zero sugar. Honestly, this stuff is really good. It tastes like a raspberry filled donut. Josh hates raspberry filled donuts, but like this. So, if that tells you anything. And Isla Whiskey Loose. Yes, that is pronounced Isla. I thought it was Islay or something. Nope, it's Isla. And this is what loose snooze looks like. So, as for the box, there's not a lot to show here. It's a pretty small box for 12 gauge. But the top of it, we done read the specs off. These are made in the USA. The front of it is roughly the same as the top. It just doesn't list velocity or payload. I guess it's not the same at all. But yeah, the side is the same as the top. This side is again the same as the top. The back of it is just a bunch of warnings. If you want to read anything, just pause it. And the bottom of it is just more warnings. So, on to the actual meat and potatoes of the video. Here's what the shell looks like. Obviously, it is a mini shell, or shorty shell, again, whatever you want to call it. But it is a Federal Top Gun hull, brass-plated steel head, low brass. Federal 209A primer. That one, I don't know why I noticed this, but it is actually very well stamped. Sometimes you get Federals and other brands with very poor head stamps. This one is really nice. I don't know what caught my attention with that, but it did. And of course, our slug does have a hollow point. It is obviously lead. Roll crimp, if I forgot to mention that. But overall, these look really cool. Now, this may not pick up on camera too well, but I noticed something when I had these out of the box a minute ago. Can you hear that? There's something rattling in here, and I have my suspicions. Okay, haircut is complete. I did nick the slug right there, that shiny spot. Oh well. Now let's confirm if my suspicions are actually true. Come on, get out of there. Drop. Yep. Knew it. That is a Federal True Ball slug. Well, the slug is the same thing as the regular Foster slug, but that is a True Ball ball, I guess. It is a nylon ball that is used to help the slug obturate in the bore and stay center. So, you know, the theory behind that is better accuracy. Although, whenever we tested the True Balls, the 2 3/4 inch version anyway, they didn't seem to be any more accurate than their regular Foster slug. It could have just been luck of the draw, but we didn't have any better luck with them. So, yeah, I was actually surprised to see that. True Ball. And looking inside there, that is an X12X gas seal. I have seen this in one other Federal shell before. Honk. It is actually pretty cool knowing that a major company like Federal uses the same stuff we do. It's actually really cool. And here's the X12X. It is a 1/4 inch gas seal, and they're symmetrical. There is no top, there is no bottom. You can put them in the shell either way. Love these things. Luckily, that same gas seal also comes in 10 gauge. But moving on from that, we do have some more, focus, come on, black flake powder. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but I'll try to get you a better view. That's about as good as it's going to get. Looks like we have 20 even. And this will show it better in a clear hull. We see that stuff a lot in target shells, and now these. Focus. These. So yeah, Federal Top Gun haul, we do have a very low base wad. Focus. Yep, you can see that it is carved out pretty well. Almost reminds me of a Winchester AA separate base wad. The base wads are tapered. This one's not. It is a straight wall shell. If you've ever wondered why some shells seem to have less capacity than Federals, or wondered why Federals have the Top Guns more capacity than a lot of other hulls, that is why. It does have a very low base wad. And it looks like this thing weighs exactly 1 ounce. That is always awesome to see. With the nylon ball, it is 1.024. So it does add just a touch of weight. Not much at all, though. And here it is, put back together in a once-fired Federal Top Gun hull that was trimmed down to 1 3/4 inches. Still have the Federal 209A. Now, anybody can guess? Can anybody guess what happened here? Well, my roll crimp tool does not have a deep enough neck on it. And, well, it touched the top of the Slug. We have less of a hollow point now, but it'll still function just fine. It will not affect accuracy at all. But yeah, guys, look forward to a range video on these. We're going to test them out of a rifled barrel and a smoothbore just to see what happens. Although I suspect the smoothbore will definitely have the accuracy advantage on this one. But that's going to end this one here. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.